First look at Chopper in Season 2 of One Piece. Imagine they release a fake trailer with Chopper as an actual raccoon dog. First look at the One Piece animated by Wit Studio. Four real-world things you can learn from anime. Always give your 100%. Never lose hope. The world's largest military is nothing more than a personal guard for the billionaire class. They will commit genocide in order to enact this brutal hierarchy and use propaganda to justify it and their endless wars. Our only hope is to join together in a working-class revolution to reclaim our freedom. Volleyball. I redrew Skypiea Zoro in the current art style. Live-action crocodile. So, we taking shots with how many times Joe's Sir Crocodile will be shirtless? Not enough. And people say to skip Foxy Pirate arc. Mother Flapper took over the world government with a Davy back fight. Gorosei didn't stand a chance. I drew the Straw Hat crew as Pokemon. One Piece summarized. It took 152 hours. I'm glad Wit Studios is taking a crack at this adaptation, because what is this? Downplay the damage, up the devil fruits. Toei. New Big Mom and Kaido art by Oda. How huge is that motorcycle? Unpopular opinion. Roger's pre-time skip design was way cooler. I like to think of it as the sort of mythic story version of him the public knows versus the actual first-hand accounts from people that knew him. Definitely this. To the rest of the world, Luffy is likely known as a flapping monster, taking on warlords, emperors, the world government. I like to imagine that's exactly how they viewed Roger as well. Oda-sensei's parents after reading One Piece. When I visited my family recently, my parents expressed an opinion about One Piece for the very first time. That story about the deer was really good. Deer? Ichiro Oda, 2002. A random garage in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Was Shanks trolling or being serious? Marco is the only devil fruit user Shanks ever invited to his crew.
What?
He invited Buggy right after Roger's execution. I need to know your thoughts on this. Oda should end One Piece without revealing what the One Piece actually is, and then afterwards announce, "You want the ending? You can have it. I left all the answers in a book somewhere on this planet. Now you just have to find it." Thus, starting the real-life Great Pirate era. Oda would know the ending still, so we just have to find him. What if he said those words during his execution? Why would he be executed? For hiding the One Piece. Makes sense. Luffy fan art by me. Why nobody told me Luffy could just stretch his teeth instead of his cheeks? The Straw Hats as Avenger statues. Bro, what vitamin comes from the sun? Kobe bagging an absolute baddie cause Luffy punched him 2 years ago. Trust me, Oda sent me this on Discord. Joy Boy is as strong as ever. Bring me my son, Buggy. It is time for him to take his place upon the empty throne. For those who don't truly understand how gargantuan Zunisha is. Nom 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 nom. Reasons why Jinbei is the GOAT. He doesn't have a devil fruit, or sometimes even haki, and half the time he isn't underwater. All he is straight hands. Called Big Mom, a person who could kill him easily, a mere Yonko, showing that he has no fear for one of the strongest people in the world. Finally, he protected Luffy from Akainu, and even when he still got hit, he said he was sorry, and literally got Luffy out of his depression. My girlfriend and I found the All Blue. No wonder Sanji couldn't find it. I wouldn't have thought to look for it in Bolingbrook, Illinois either. But for real, this sushi/hibachi place was awesome. Wall-to-wall One Piece merch, themed sushi rolls, Nika roll, Zeph roll, Monster Trio roll, etc. You name it. I wish I could take more photos, but I definitely would have weirded out the other patrons. If you're from the Chicago area or passing through, see it for yourself. Old or new? I like the new overall, but prefer Luffy's teeth in the old one. But man, Zoro looks 100 times better. It feels like Zoro went from please stop doing that to don't ever do that again. One Piece has over 1,000 episodes. There's no way to summarize everything in one picture. One picture? Gop! It's your damn family again! Luffy's birthday in Paris. Dude, France is so into One Piece. I was walking around one night and just heard some food delivery guy whistling Bink's sake. Based AF. Wanted to share my new One Piece tattoo. Who has the hardest goal in One Piece? Unite every race as a family? World's strongest swordsman? Collect all legendary swords? Cure all diseases? Pirate King? Draw a map of the world? Equality for fishmen and merfolk? Overthrow the world government? Marry Luffy. Wise words from Oda. Don't forget to smile in any situation. As long as you are alive, there will be better things later, and there will be many. Was Chopper better post or pre-time skip? Would Popeye be Admiral level or higher? In before, Popeye was the OG Joy Boy. The One Piece is a can of spinach. When Luffy eats it, he will unlock Nika's final form. Come on, that's just ridiculous. No way Luffy ever eats spinach. It would be his final challenge. The One Piece is a balanced diet. Can we as a community come together? As One Piece is on its final stretch, can we as a community come together and keep what the One Piece, the final treasure, is hidden? Let the people that didn't get to witness this masterpiece enjoy and keep guessing as we did? Can we keep it hidden as the Roger Pirates and the world government did as a token of respect for the series and those that will pick it up after us? Unfortunately, that's impossible. I personally don't talk about major plot points with people who don't know, but there's YouTubers whose livelihood is based upon talking about this stuff, plus people who just don't care. My hopes is that Oda makes the One Piece something that won't make sense if you haven't read/watched the series. Usopp vs. Doc Q. Yeah, how do you like my new disease? I call it. You'll die if you step on this island disease. Seriously? Can we just pay a tribute to these guys who have stood throughout Luffy's attacks without even breaking once? Out of all the admirals, which one looks the most accurate? I love how Ace wore as a tribute to Dodon the same necklace. Luffy tattoo. Different Luffy transformation references in the Olympics. Oda's special Q&A. Question 1. When Luffy is using Gear 5, he pulls things like goggles and baseball helmet from what looks like a Hagoromo feathered rammet. Please tell us how it works. Answer: it's the entrance to Nika's fantasy. Question 2. Sabo inherited the Mera Mera no Mi Flame Fruit. He's demonstrating its power to the fullest. Did he do some training to properly use the Mera Mera no Mi Flame Fruit? Answer: he is training every day. I think that Sabo, who regained his memory, remembered a lot of things. Question 3. Question: has Dragon ever lived together with Luffy? Answer: no, at least not in what Luffy remembers. He is different with Kuma because he's the leader of the Revolutionary Army, and if their parentage relationship is revealed, it'll endanger Luffy's life. I wonder what kind of feeling he felt when he is forced to leave his family, and what did he thought when he saw his son in Logtown. Question 4. The ship of the Blackbeard Pirates is named Saber of Zebek. Does it have any relation to Rox D. Zebek? Answer: Zebek is the name of a sailing ship, so it could be a coincidence, or maybe not. Question 5. The Kamusari Divine Departure attack that took out Kid in one hit, was that move taught by Roger, or did Shanks learn it by imitating him? Answer: he remembered it because he always looks up to Roger. It's not just something that anyone from the Roger Pirates can imitate, so Shanks' talent is quite astonishing. Question 6. Please tell us how the bounty system of the Cross Guild works. Answer: Fleet Admiral, 5 crowns, Admiral, 3 crowns, Vice Admiral, 5 stars, Rear Admiral, 3 stars, Captain and Commodore, 1 star, Field Officers, Commander rank and below, 1 million betties, Company Officers and below, 100,000 betties. 1 crown equals 10 stars, and 1 star equals 100 million betties. Famous Marines are a special case. What episode was One Piece on when you were born?
What?
I am older than One Piece. Yeah, this post is a slap in the face. Just started watching this show after clowning on it for years, and found it's amazing. Am I stupid? Most people don't watch the series because it's more than 1,000 episodes long, but for most people who are into the series, that's one of the biggest reasons they like the show. Some of the arcs can feel a bit long, but the show is peak. How is Brook bleeding? How is he eating, speaking, seeing, or smelling? Because Oda wants him to. And pooping. Very important. Can someone explain to me how Kobe went from this to this in like a month? 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 10-kilometer run every day. Nah, he'd be bald by now. Then 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 squats, 5-kilometer run. Now he's bald down there. One Piece theme baby nursery. I need to get my life together. I'm jealous of a baby's room. My friend gave me an early Christmas gift. What do you think is the biggest change in Luffy since the beginning? He's stronger. Is this the biggest lie in One Piece? I no longer belong to the weak trio with you and Chopper.
What?
One Piece is ending soon. Only 5 more years, guys. Always wanted to turn Luffy's poster into a rug. How'd I do? Kinda bad. You should totally give it to me or something. How did she birth this? The wombs of One Piece are OP. One character has over 80 kids, another had kept her baby in her for 20 months, and this one popped out a whole weapon. Yeah, we need womb power scaling right now. It's funny how Sanji can actually get the ladies when not trying. The best part is him being oblivious to it, like thinking Pudding is pretending to like him even though she actually likes him. That's the most relatable thing about it, to be honest. Who is the most hated? Orochi? Charlos? Nope, it's this brat. What is this giant random egg on Roger's ship? Has Oda ever mentioned anything about it? Knowing Oda, it's either a throwaway quirk that means nothing, or it'll turn out to be the single most important piece of lore in One Piece canon. Egghead Island Luffy in pre-timeskip art style. If devil fruits were named after songs. Here comes the sun. Ice, ice, baby. Smoke on the water. Enter Sandman. Diamonds. Master of puppets. Welcome to the jungle. Thunderstruck. Eat it. Walking on sunshine. Can Buggy's devil fruit be overpowered if it got its awakening? Since paramecia type devil fruit can affect the terrain when awakened, don't you think that Buggy can chop or split anything if he awakened his devil fruit? I am completely on board with this theory. Just wait till my goat starts splitting atoms. Bro would be unstoppable. There's something I can't live without when the big battles start, and that's the online database of all the character techniques. Thanks! Usopp finally returns. He doesn't have the Going Merry. He starts spinning some BS story about how the Merry came to life and sacrificed itself. Granted, he also shows up with a cyborg, a skeleton, a talking reindeer, and a former warlord, so honestly, I don't think the Merry coming to life would be that far-fetched. Yeah, so go Gear 2. Bro, I have a Gear 5. Chopper after a bath with the girls. They look like either A, they're laughing uncontrollably at how he looks, or B, they're dying from the poison he put in the bath. Yearly reminder that he defeated 3 future Yonko in the same arc. Who taught him how to dress? 2 years on an island of women changed a broke biznatch's life. Oh my god, I know who Sogeking is. One Piece really outlived even the so-called new-gen Big 3 of Shonen Jump. Who wants to see One Piece ending? Who wants One Piece to end? I love Tony Chopper. Me too. I slept with you and washed you. Please notice me. I came back from HFIO just for you. Baka Morimo. I like Buggy. Same. Casually raised the next Pirate King. This boy is also the son of the most wanted man in the world. Raised the son of the late Pirate King Gold B. Roger. Raised a runaway prince of her country. This boy preferred to stay in her home. Slapped Monkey D. Garp and scolded him in front of Marine soldiers. Doesn't give a flap. When my therapist says feeling something bad is going to happen is called anxiety and not advanced observation hockey. Old versus new gen Yonkos. Funny how these things pan out. I spent 2 years in Amazon Lily and Hancock kept asking me to marry her. I spent 2 years stuck on an island with nothing but food. I wish I was flapping dead. OMG, Luffy, hi! Who else fits this meme? Almost everyone Luffy has met except Frankie and Jinbei. Those two already had the will to live. They just had to squeeze Frankie a bit to get him to come along. It ain't hockey turning these blades black. Thinking about Mihawk's toilet. No light switch, no sink, not even any toilet paper. Mihawk canonically uses the bathroom in solid darkness and just gets up and leaves. Gear 5 Luffy? Also Gear 5 Luffy. Confident? Negative. Introvert? Extrovert. Trash-hearted? Pure-hearted. If that's the case, Zoro's father must be the greatest navigator. Nami is Zoro's dad confirmed? Studio Wit animators walking into the office one morning when their boss tells them that they have to reanimate the entirety of One Piece. The animators realizing they'll be stuck working on the same project for the next 20 years at minimum. Now that's job security. Did you know Zoro was lying on the ground after taking all of Luffy's pain, but when he heard Sanji's footsteps coming, he stood up miraculously and made a cool pose. This mofo barely had a stubble and was calling himself Blackbeard. He pre-ordered the name. I miss when Ace was a greasy rat. Rhinoplasty, lip filler, cheek implants, chin implant, jaw shave, brow bone reduction, buccal fat removal, Botox, and eye lift. How Luffy saw Ace versus how Yamato saw Ace. Bro underestimated One Piece's pace. Can't wait for their rematch in a decade. Chill, every character in Elbaf needs a flashback first. Me walking into work 15 minutes late knowing they can't fire me because I do the work of 3 people. Filthy fishman. Where are his chains, Luffy? What do you mean he's your helmsman, Luffy? You disgusting freak, that's a horse! Mermaid. Sengoku. Garp is extremely strong. Jinzhou. Garp is extremely strong. Oda. Garp is extremely strong. Garp shows an extreme feat of strength. One Piece fans. Galaxy Impact is just an Orangetown buggy level feat. Not surprising, that guy was in Gold D. Rogers' crew. It is time to go. Huh? Damn, bro left. If One Piece had mobile phones, doesn't know how to change wallpapers from default, constantly loses it, his friend secretly installed GPS tracker if he gets lost again. She would be one of those girls who keeps their selfies as wallpapers, likes talking to Siri, weather widget. Chopper and Luffy like playing with his live lock screen wallpapers, also carries Luffy's phone, keeps his gallery in private. YouTube Kids has Robin's number on speed dial, unexpectedly good at Geometry Dash. Has a tablet, spends 80% of screen time reading ebooks, likes randomly drawing doodles with stylus pen. Lets Luffy play Minecraft on his phone, likes photographing, sometimes can try to hack private Wi-Fi. Watches tech reviews on YouTube, his wallpapers remind him to restock his cola fridge, once tried to integrate his smartphone in his arm. Listening to music 24/7, has a ringtone he really likes but is self-conscious about it when his phone's ringing in public. Accidentally drowned 3 phones in a row, so now owns the cheapest model, constantly overheating it in pocket. Took a shot of Ace's bounty poster and set it as a wallpaper. 30% of his gallery are Luffy's photos. Actually has another, most likely push-button phone that can't be tapped. Owns the most die-hard mobile phone on the Grand Line, the rest wouldn't survive even a week. Inherited it from Garp when he bought a new one. Has really annoying and loud ringtone he refused to change. Yo-ho-ho-ho-ho! My man Jinbei being forgotten again. We better never see One Piece live action reach Dressrosa. He has undergone 0 design changes since 1999. This is because he is without flaw. Bartolomeo carried this whole arc for real. The one who shot and killed your mother, Scarlet, was me. Hey, if you attack her verbally like that, my barrier doesn't mean anything. How did this happen? She lost the baby fat, then she went and had 85 kids. The only right answer. People are forgetting her whole pirate crew is just a single mom and her kids. I hope she'll be beautiful. What about you guys? Will Emu be the most beautiful or the most ridiculous thing when revealed? Bounty Hunter's importance in One Piece. The vast majority of pirates in the One Piece world are low levels who have low bounties. Bounty hunters focus on them. If a bounty hunter is strong enough to capture the pirates strong enough to have bounties in the millions, why even be a bounty hunter at that point? The Straw Hat Effect. How Ichiro Oda designs characters. Nitpicks I have with the big 3. No tomboys? The utter wasted potential of Chad and that he goes against all his morals and becomes a boxer. No tomboys. Everyone's forgetting about the real tomboy. Why didn't Peter use Haki? He was clearly fighting a Logia. One Piece Twitter is insane. Theory. Zoro will become the greatest swordsman, and then in order to honor Kuina, he will ask Ivankov to genderbend him. This way, he can prove that women can also be the best. I know it's a little woke, but it would be cool. He can also potentially marry Sanji. Give me your One Piece images. Most upvoted one will be my lock screen. Why is there only like one defeated pose? Do you want villains to lose in a Peter Griffin pose? So close. He does have a point. Back when Nami looks like a normal girl. Back when Nami had internal organs. Current Nami also has them, they're just in her bazoongas now. I find it so flapping funny that they still call Zoro Pirate Hunter Zoro. Like, imagine if people nicknamed you for the summer job you did at 18 years old in order to make some money. Sandwich Maker Michael, or something. Daily reminder. Shanks losing his arm still doesn't make sense. Perfect match. If Brook ate another devil fruit, he'd be dead. Yo-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho! If Brook didn't eat another devil fruit, he'd be dead. Yo-ho-ho-ho-ho-ho! It's curious to think about One Piece timeline. Finally, after years of loneliness, I will sail with a crew again. 1 week later. Greatest lie I was ever told was that One Piece isn't good from the get-go. I turned this show on a whim, and the second I saw Luffy pop out that barrel, I knew this whimsical mofo had a plan for me. Absolute cinema. Okay, I'ma fight Trafalgar Law. Damn. Real world geopolitics? One Piece geopolitics. When you wait 52 years for your crew to come back, and only a skeleton returns back. I'm gonna send you to the island of my lifelong friend and most trusted comrade in the Revolutionary Army. There's this island with a bunch of monkeys, you'll get along well. Notice how Shanks was the only Yonko pre-time skip not to have a fisherman on his crew. Coincidence? I think not. How the flap does Hawkins have a crew? Wanna join my crew as disposable meat shields that get killed every time I take a hit? Yes. Wait. No wonder he's the smartest in the family. Presenting the luckiest man in One Piece. Blackbeard if Ace hadn't stopped him going to Water 7. Blackbeard if Luffy hadn't broken into Impel Down. Blackbeard if Shanks didn't stop the war. Blackbeard if Luffy had gone northeast instead of Law. Well, the luckiest after Buggy-sama, of course. One Piece franchises. My name is Bonnie. I'm sorry, Bonnie. What? If I remember correctly, Oda brought this up in an SBS. Luffy made a mental note to get it right after his completely horrible comments about how cool it was that Bonnie's dad was turned into a cyborg right after she was talking about how it was the worst thing that happened to him. Dadan? Don. Would you still love me if I get paralyzed? Why do you send me this? I just want an answer. Will be worth a lot, to be honest. No money? I guess I can't help it. Thanks for the meal. This is a token of my gratitude. Keep it. Crazy that Luffy knows how to read and write. Sanji? Sanji if Oda turned on the smoking damage. Okay guys, how many of these do you have? Shut up, idiot. Impact dial. Shut up, Mosshead. Strong kick. Shut up, Bekuri. Repel. Shut up, pirate. Ryusei Kazan. Shut up, bozo. Hockey man style. Divine departure. Shut up, mortal. Body. Shut up, rat. Black vortex. Shut up, pirate. Galaxy impact. Shut up, pirate. Impact wave. Shut up, marine. Seaquake. Shut up, Mugiwara. Thunder Bagura. Shut up, Spanda. Weapons left. Shut up, marine. Jet pistol. Keep telling yourself that, buddy. I like being a giraffe. I love giraffes. My headcanon is that Kaku had no idea what the flap a giraffe was until like 5 minutes after he ate the fruit when someone told him, and he's just really into giraffes now despite just finding out about them. Live action Chopper finally revealed. Forgiveness. Curiosity killed the cat. What's that on your wanted poster? Law. This is your spine. Kid. What the flap? Put it back. It's called Conqueror's hockey, bruh. Dude, you need to get the flap out of my house. You smell like pure, unfettered behind. Roger forgot to mention the most important detail. That BS Nika fruit you say? Go find it. You can't really do anything without that. I wasted my flapping time. What the crew saw on Laughtail was a big sign that said, "No Nika? That's too damn bad. Do it all again and come back." Listen, Shanks, buddy boyo, I am not the one to fulfill the One Piece. I am missing some goofy mythical zone fruit that is under a new name. Also, some mermaid biznatch needs to be born around the same time as the dude who will eventually be chosen by the fruit, because that fruit is a zone, and as we all know, zone fruits have a mind of their own. Anyways, that same fruit was used by none other than Joy Boy himself. I reached this island despite missing so much, it's flapping laughable. I gave Robin her tan and bangs back. Ro really said Cook instead of Sanji. This is canon material. Luffy and Zoro and Cook. Season 2 is gonna be awesome. Kiki's been working out. What the flap? It's literally Nami with different hair. OMG, peak designs! Main villain of the arc? Luffy after he became friends with the person that the villain hurt. The One Piece world if Jinbei let that rubber thug die in Marineford.
What?
Alright, Akainu, get off the ult. Dumbest One Piece image in your phone. Hand it over. Does the grass frighten you that much? When it's canon, but it's so stupid that you gaslight yourself into thinking it's not. What's the One Piece version of this? The fact that Luffy spent more time with Rayleigh than with the crew. Robin spent more time with Luffy's dad than Luffy did. As far as we know, Smoker spent more time with Luffy's dad than Luffy did. 25 years later in South Blue. Yeah, I used to be rivals with Luffy. How much would things change if this happened? Hey, Thatch, I know we have a finder's keeper's rule on this ship, but I've been looking for that fruit for my whole life. Can you let me have it? I'll give you a back massage or something. Yeah, sure. Thatch is a stand-up guy. He would absolutely do this. To answer your question, a whole lot. Ace would never go after Blackbeard, meaning he never gets captured. The War of the Best never happens, and because of this, no one dies in it. It also means Blackbeard never gets the Tremor fruit. Kaido probably goes down much easier with Ace's help. Honestly, so much changes that we need an 18-volume fanfiction to fully explore it all. Blackbeard would have still left Whitebeard pirates. He would have captured Luffy instead of Ace. Shanks and possibly Dragon dies instead of Whitebeard. Or Whitebeard, Shanks, and Dragon destroys the Marines and then they live happily ever after. Shout out to these newspaper pelicans, bro. Their purpose is to deliver the big news to whomever it is. They don't give a single flap to who you are. You a Marine? Okay, and here's the newspaper. You're a Cypherpole agent? Who asked? Here's the newspaper. You're the most wanted pirate in the world? Who flapping cares? Here's the newspaper. It makes sense now. Kitetsu blades will lead the user to their death, but with Zoro, he'll naturally go the wrong way. Zoro before and after losing his eye. This is going to be a weird comment, but why does it seem like he's in the Krusty Krab restaurant? Now I can't unsee it. He's a regular. Episode 1, Episode 1000. One Piece has surpassed Game of Thrones as the most pirated media ever. Ironic. If Luffy wanted to watch an anime, he would also have pirated it. Doubt Luffy would be able to operate a computer. Luffy would old school pirate it. He broke into a blockbuster. Why was Nami so calm here? like one bullet wouldn't kill her instantly. Nami has been in multiple near-death scenarios. She knows when it's an actual threat. Definitely. Sometimes you can just tell by looking at someone. This is one of those instances. The statements of Eiichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, about the ending of One Piece. The whole world is turned upside down in the final arc. I'm not interested in the One Piece readers complaining because they don't like the story, but I'm sure the final arc will surprise them. In the final scenes of the story, a pirate with an eye patch will appear. The end of the story is fixed, and I have never changed it. The problems are the many things that make it difficult to capture all these final events. What motivates me to keep drawing is the last arc. This arc will make the Marineford arc seem like nothing. I have decided what the ending of One Piece will be. The One Piece treasure will not be something like friendship or determination. After all the effort and the long journey, I must give them a reward that they deserve. From Sugita, the editor of Eiichiro Oda. I know the ending of One Piece. Oda talked to me about it on the phone, and it took him 7 hours to explain everything to me. We have now reached a crucial point where the story begins to reach its main points. In the coming period, we will see the 4 emperors a lot. The most important thing about the upcoming development of One Piece story is the past. Oh, I believe in Oda. He's gonna give us the best possible ending. Let me cook. The real One Piece was the money I made along the way. More aura than the 5 elders. I cried at this scene, not gonna lie. Jack Sparrow thought we weren't slick.
What?
First rule of One Piece: never trust silhouettes. This was originally Kaido. He's still getting milk. I have no intention of seeing Luffy. Usopp against other enemies? Usopp against Luffy. Is this legit? What do I do? Hello, this is Sanji from One Piece. Diable Jambe. Can you send me $2,000 so I can buy food for the crew? Some characters changed a lot in One Piece. Battle of Disrespects. You knock on the bathroom's door and it's occupied. Knocks back. Says, occupied. Keeps quiet. Makes a loud ahem sound. Who's louder? Says, come in. Opens the door. Which one has the most aura? Mihawk uses a butter knife against Zoro. Jinbei leaves Big Mom's crew and calls her a mere emperor. Rayleigh stops Marco with one finger. Luffy casually walks past 2 emperors. Brook calling Big Mom a young lady. Damn, he's cosplaying as Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. This is my boyfriend Kobe. And this is Kobe's boyfriend Helmeppo. Meanwhile, in an alternate universe... One Piece? One Piece if Robin used that move at every opportunity. I'm collecting as many of these as I can. Please help. We're gonna have to low diff ya, Shiki. I came here to challenge red-haired shit. You do you, bro. Stand proud, you're number 4. Stand proud, you're a father now. Vivi will meet Robin eventually. What do you think her reaction will be? I trust Luffy, and Luffy trusts you, so I forgive you. I'm not sure I fully forgive you, but I don't hate you. Flap you, I hate you, and I will never forgive you. We'll do a twerk battle covered in oil first, then I'll forgive you. What if? Zee ha ha ha, Logia, Paramecia, and finally Zone. All kinds of the strongest devil fruit in my body. This man is so boss, he grew a mustache and called it a beard, and no one ever questioned him. Your attacks are too slow. You will never hit me. And all your attacks will bounce right off me. Now what? What is your most unhinged One Piece picks? Here's mine. Your Jordans are fake. He's laughing at you. Eat his fruit. Big fan, sir. I reject the official heights of both series. I'd already lost my arm before that, in the battle against the red-haired pirates. Shanks saw a fellow redhead pirate and decided to shape him to his image. Elon Musk tweets at Taylor Swift, 2024. Robin is better. Nami is better. Young Big Mom. What is happening on One Piece Twitter, man? I'm all for bleaching character skins, but why is Usopp lighter than Sanji here? What? You're all for what? Twitter is a cesspool deeper than the hole where Leloucia used to be. Still don't understand this. Becomes super obsessed with Odin, wants to be just like Odin in practically every regard to the point they identify as Odin, isn't a swordsman, uses fighting style of Kaido instead of Odin. No way. This just means an even bigger monster is gonna show up and eat Shanks' leg. Every other anime? Okay, we'll introduce our main villain. We need some epic music, dark surroundings, and a big character for them to easily beat. One Piece. Law plans? Gomu Gomu no! Am I crazy? Who could beat Kaido 1v1? Blackbeard, Shanks, Big Mom? None. In a 1v1, always bet on Kaido. Blackbeard. He'll cover the screen with darkness, so their fight would only happen when no one can see it. If it's off screen, always bet on Teach. New theory. Emu is a sawfish fishman. Somehow, this is better than 80% of what I've heard, and it bothers me. Inaki Godoy, known for his role as Luffy in Netflix's One Piece, faces backlash for starring in a McDonald's ad. What? Everyone criticizing Inaki for being in a McDonald's ad doesn't know Luffy. So Luffy. Crew members who were beaten by Luffy. Basically, all of them. In a world where high-powered devil fruits and deadly weapons exist, these four goats decided to just use their own hands and feet. How are these random fodder marines able to use hockey, but half of the Straw Hats still can't? Don't sleep on random marine fodder number 2753. This would be one of the most craziest theories. So did One Piece number 1089 basically confirm Robin is Emu? What? Lord Buggy. Sanji fans, how do you cope knowing even the voice actor clowned on him? Hiroaki Hirata, voice actor of Sanji. There is nothing about Sanji that I admire, because he is an idiot. Maybe not bad in the sense that he is a refreshingly stupid character to watch. Goda cooks. Whoever is doing this on the official Crunchyroll YouTube channel needs a raise. Garp and Aokiji hit the Omega Dap. When you fail the test, but pass as the MVP of artistic expression. -1 because Where's Sanji is the best thing I've ever seen. Oda be like, I don't want to play with you anymore. Your friend threatens you to spoil One Piece. You are caught up with the manga. Your friend is Ichiro Oda. Look, I appreciate all your help, and I know you had a beyond flapped up childhood, but can you please stop pretending to be my dead father for 5 minutes? Don't consider yourself a One Piece fan if you don't know this guy. When the stomach ache be so painful that you gotta hit this pose. Would you rather be stuck in a forest with Zoro, stuck on an island with Yamato, or stuck in a cold desert with Robin? Island with Yamato. I just think islands are neat. I too think that Yamato's islands are neat. Did you see something? No, I'm blind. Me too. I don't have eyes. Yo! And then you realize these two never actually saw each other during Dressrosa. I mean, they will never see each other. My reaction after hearing that Wit is going to remake One Piece? Me realizing that it also means we won't be hearing the soundtracks or seeing the walk to the Arlong Park since it was made by Toei. Who the flap is this, bro? Meta AI, draw the One Piece crew on episode 121. Sengoku saved Akainu's life. Sengoku saved Garp's life. Either way, I win. The rage that Garp had at that moment, it would have been over for Akainu. Was shot and fatally wounded? I survived. Literally exploded? No big deal. Was caught by Poison Man? Gimme a break. Over 50 plus episodes dedicated to trying to save his life? Of course Big Mom doesn't know how rubber works. She has 85 children. Foreshadowing. It said one bite of this magic gold apple will let you live 1,000 years. Sorry, I'm not interested in living 1,000 years. I'm not sorry. Alright, you guys are gonna have to hear me out on this one. What other way can Kaido be defeated without Gear 5? Let Usopp shoot a devil fruit into his mouth when he laughs. His genius will be studied for centuries to come. Oda started drawing huge bazongas and cakes the moment he realized fans would cosplay his characters. It's not fan service, it's me service. Oda drawing more revealing outfits once he realizes that his wife is a cosplayer. It's big brain time. Tie me up and do whatever you want. Aura plus 99999. Emu's biggest dilemma. Reveal my goofy face or remain a silhouette. Gecko Moria, watching One Piece fans, call Mihawk Perona's father figure as if he wasn't the one who raised her since she was a kid. The entire One Piece fandom when someone says One Piece is too long, so they're not going to watch it. I don't know anything about One Piece, but I love that little nasty rat that hangs out with them and dresses like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know how to pronounce that word. When you reach an area you were clearly not supposed to see yet in an open world video game. Who looks best in their female version? Breaking news. Jake Paul has challenged Garp, age 78, to a boxing match after beating Mike Tyson. Why didn't Kobe use Honesty Impact here? Is he stupid? The JJK brain rot got me, and the moment I saw this scene, I thought, throughout paradise and the new world, I alone am the goofy one. Proof that Oda is a genius. Sanji? My hands are only for cooking. Also Sanji. When I am in a beat up the elderly contest and I see these two. Is there any lore explanation to why Kaido didn't do any of this? Wants to die, doesn't go fight any top tiers, doesn't jump into water, doesn't eat a second devil fruit, instead jumps off from high up and acts as if he's too strong. Wants a great fight, doesn't go fight any top tier, scared of Big Mom coming to Wano, hides in Wano from Marines, hides from Odin for 5 years, doesn't free Odin and let him fight again. Acts honorable, sucker punch Odin with Hag's help, doesn't let Odin free to fight again, kills Odin while he's in shackles in boiling oil for 1 hour. The difference between a fraud and the real deal. Imu after Sabo heard his whole conversation with Cobra. Where did you come from? And now, the second the Straw Hats entered Skypiea. There is intruders. Which one is stronger? Yasop, best feat, destroying a retreating ship, or Park Bench, best feat, actually being able to support a family of 3. I'm not ready for the One Piece. Let's claim the One Piece back. You cannot fool me. Wano will be Zoro's arc. Chopper will cure the Smile victims. Frankie will get upgraded on Egghead. Elbaf will be Usopp's arc. Bro, what happened to his muscles? Did he lose his gains from the time skip training? Kizaru gave Luffy food, confirmed. In Chapter 1103, Luffy was so hungry and cannot move, but in Chapter 1106, he became full. Who was it that gave Luffy food? In Chapter 1103, Luffy started to wolf down food. When Luffy said, "Food!" who was it that responded? Was it Sanji or Frankie? Who was present near him? Kizaru and Sentomaru was also there. Whoever did it never got exposed, it seems. That action seemed to be done in the speed of light, that even the naked eye can't see it. Even I don't know who did it. The speed of light. How Usopp feels on Elbaf when he is surrounded by giant Viking baddies that want him, but he has to commit to the white girl he made a promise to 1,000 chapters ago. You are a frightening man. However, I am the best swordsman in CP9. Don't take me lightly.
What?
I am the best swordsman in CP9, said the only swordsman in CP9. Is Dragon genuinely the longest an anime powerhouse has been shown without doing a single thing? It's been 25 years since Dragon was introduced as a hype beast when One Piece was on a much smaller scale. I know Dragon slander is commonplace, but this goes beyond just calling him a bum. It's crazy to see him actually do nothing in the span of over 1,000 chapters. I genuinely can't even think of a good analogy in another anime for what he's gone through, because literally no top tier, regardless of whether you think he's strong or just has influence, has been treated like this, ever. If there's a character Oda genuinely has to hate more than Usopp, it's Dragon. So much so that he gives anything Dragon might do to further the cause to Sabo, Ivankov, even Morley. Is there some popular character I'm forgetting, or when this is all over, will Dragon go down in history as the most overhyped heavy hitter in anime? Zoro has a sword. Wano is about samurai and swords, so Oda has something in store for Zoro and Wano. No, he doesn't. Frankie has made his body using VP technology. Egghead is about VP technology, so Oda has something in store for Frankie and Egghead. No, he doesn't. Usopp wants to be a brave man of the sea like the giants of Elbaf. Elbaf has the giants of Elbaf, so Oda has something in store for Usopp in Elbaf. Why do people think Usopp will be developed in Elbaf? Some people never learn, I guess. Who said that trash? Because I didn't. Elbaf will be all about Nika, the Giants, Shanks. Then Dragon will come to Elbaf, meet Luffy, and beat some sense into him. Shanks and Blackbeard stuff. And as for who? Ah yes, Usopp. I will have him killed by the hands of Wan Wuger. This bum just sat back and watched his best friend's son get executed on a 4K livestream. Rare Goda W for giving Nami internal organs. These stairs are so long, Kuina would have straight up died like 16 times by now. I have a theory that Sandman is actually Oda's wife, and she's bitter that he keeps ignoring her to write One Piece. When Oda married in 2004, he made a promise with his wife that they will go on a round-the-world trip after One Piece ends, saying he would finish it in 10 years. Oda has had diabetes, gout, and high blood pressure for years. He reports his blood pressure to his doctor daily, and the doctor warns him that the numbers are too high. However, Oda insists that the ideal value of blood pressure is different for everyone, so it is not a problem. Bro, do you live in his house? Nah, I just live very near his house. By the way, I remember Oda had 2 PlayStation 4s in his living room years ago. After that and this one, I'm pretty sure he either 1. Stalks Oda, or 2. Is Oda. Oda does not eat for several days while he is working on manga to avoid getting sleepy, but when he finishes it, he eats a lot at once. Oda goes to bed at 9 AM and wakes up at 12 PM, 3 hours sleep. He often walks in a large neighborhood park for half an hour. Sandman is getting more and more terrifying. Due to Oda's breaks, the release of a new One Piece chapter will be delayed until December 1st. I am concerned that Oda's Japanese handwriting these days is becoming much rougher than before. If he is too busy, it is good that he is taking breaks for his health. Y'all don't understand who Sandman is. This copy with Oda's handwriting is not available to anyone not working for Shueisha. This dude is a real deal. Just today, we got confirmation that he's been living in Oda's walls for over 20 years. This pic shows Oda in 2003 when he was drawing Skypiea arc. He drew it with a DVD of Castle in the Sky by Hayao Miyazaki in his studio. We were robbed. Friendly reminder that no matter how much you hype him up, and no matter what you want to happen, this is the face of a future Usopp victim. Imagine being one of these two and have to hear all day some stupid woman claiming to be your dead father every 2 seconds. 40 seconds of spinning for one attack. Wit, please save us. It's like Dressrosa characters take the Dressrosa pacing with them everywhere. I was a Punani and had no courage to fight Blackbeard, but I'll try my hardest to stop my friend who saved my life from achieving his dream. I fear this trash is closer to becoming canon than previously thought. This might be the craziest One Piece tuber thumbnail yet. What if Luffy killed the Straw Hat Pirates?
What?
My mom asked me if I did the dishes. I yelled, "Admirals!" She smiled. She knew they were washed. Brilliant character development. Buster Call at O'Hara. Buster Call at Enies Lobby. Buster Call at Egghead. An ancient text from the lost century I came across today. Oda has been churning out new chapters since 1999. That's almost 8 years, and still the Straw Hats are only halfway through the Grand Line. Oda, enough is enough. You have been adding too many characters to the crew. 5 was enough. You have been constantly repeating yourself ever since the end of Alabasta. And this lobby arc was just Arlong Park arc, without the feelings, plus being dragged out. It seems that this once great manga has turned into another action anime for the sake of action. There is no plot to One Piece anymore. All they do is fight, travel, fight, etc., etc. Not a single word has been said about One Piece since the East Blue Saga. It doesn't seem the crew is even trying to find One Piece, and really, if you really need more than 10 years to tell your story, then it's probably not a good story at all. I hereby announce that I, from today, no longer will be reading One Piece anymore. Luffy, after some random crippled civilian in a wheelchair, says Shanks doesn't solo the entire verse. Sokka is Usopp with peak writing. I'm just gonna leave it here. Guys, when you tell them you like Death Note and not the anime where a homeless boy sails the 7 seas to discover the power of friendship for 1,000 episodes,